most welcome to our YouTube channel English Up by Lakshmi. Today I want to introduce like my bestie ma'am, Pam ma'am from USA. Yeah, ma'am, could you please introduce about yourself?
Well, my name is Pam, and I do live in America. I was born and raised here, and I'm 53 years old. I'm married, and I have three adult children, and
No,
I enjoy visiting
even I
India.
have. Okay, okay, yeah, thanks. Please carry on. Yeah, great, ma'am,
Um,
great. Like my, yeah, please carry on, carry on.
no, you go ahead.
Carry on, ma'am, carry on. Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Like no, it was my pleasure to be a part of in my YouTube channel. Like, I'm very happy to be a part of in my YouTube channel. Just I'm taking like no, like interaction with you. I'm very happy for that first of all, and thank you so much, ma'am. And like ma'am, today our topic is like how to improve our pronunciation. At the same time, is it important to like become like a native speaker, or like which accent is better? Like is either American accent or a British accent?
Well, as far as between the American accent and a British accent, there's no one that's actually correct because just depends on where you're going to go. Like if you're going to visit in England, then you would want to try to pronounce more like the British accent. But if you're coming here to visit America, then you would want to do the American accent. So it's just a matter of the words we say sometimes are different. Sometimes they're actually not, but they have just that slight difference in sound. Um, but pronunciation actually is very important. For the most part, I would probably say, though, go with the American pronunciation of words, just because that's the majority of people that you're going to be speaking with are from America. And even if they're in a different country, except for England, like if you're in Germany, most of them speak more of like the American type accent, because that's basically, the majority of people that they speak with is from America. So, but it's very important, but it's not easy because, sometimes our letters together make certain sounds, and you kind of sometimes it's like play it by ear, or you know you can use there's a very good dictionary app that has like the ability to say the word. So that's another thing that's a good suggestion, is to have either Google Translate or a good dictionary app in order to type in your word and then have it spoken so you can hear what the pronunciation is. And the majority of those apps are using the American accent to pronounce the word.
Ma'am, great to hear. Like no, up to now you spoke with a lot of. Then what is like new speakers like you like no native speakers?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that? We're having some technical issues.
Yeah, ma'am. Like up to now you spoke with a lot of people, like Indian
Hmm.
people. Like no, your place like you are no native speakers. Then what you observed like no Indian people and American people.
Um, I've actually spoken with people from many different countries over the last 6 years. Speaking with those that are native from India, the accent is so varied across the country. I mean, you have some that the accent is very light, very easily to understand them. And then there's some that have a very heavy accent. And I do still struggle slightly with someone that has a heavy accent, but for the most part, speaking with people in English that you don't speak English as their native tongue, I've actually been able to pick up on pretty much everything that people talk with me about. So I don't find as much difficulty now speaking with people from other countries as I did 6 years ago. 6 years ago, I would have been like, could you please repeat that? Could you please repeat that? But now it's much easier. I don't have as hard a time understanding everyone. Um, and I really do enjoy helping everybody to improve their fluency, their pronunciation. When I am in India, in Kerala specifically, I have training centers that I speak at. I have two schools, I will be adding another school to that list, and I have been asked to speak at a university the next time I visit. So I'm going to have quite a few places to go and see and meet students, and I think that's one of my best things. I love going and visiting and talking with people, and the excitement that I see in them is just unbelievable. You know, I my one trip, it was actually the second time I spoke at the Majmal Malayalam English School. And they said, well, we're going to have to keep this one short because we have you booked at another location. I'm like, okay. I didn't know. They just surprised me. And when I got
Yeah.
there and I get out of the car and I look up, 1,000 students are all
Oh,
outside. Staff is there. They're waiting for me. And all I could do was look up, and I went,
uh,
hi. And all I got was, hi. Oh my gosh. Most amazing feeling it was.
uh,
And speaking to them, oh my gosh, it's, you know, the highlight of their day, you know, because I'm from a foreign country. They've never gotten to meet a foreigner, and I'm coming to meet them. And I've spoken at their school now twice. At that school, that
uh,
was a government school too. Amazing students. I mean, very well, very well. Yeah,
great, great.
yeah.
Ma'am, like, no, how we will, like, no, improve our, like, pronunciation means, do you know, like, any other apps to improve, like, no, pronunciation or to become, like,
Um,
no, accent, like, native speakers?
well, I do know that the Google Translate, and then I actually use Webster's dictionary app. I'll have to look into that though, because there might be some other ones that are really good. So I will definitely look into that and give you some suggestions on those. On YouTube, I've actually found it doesn't, it's not regarding pronunciation, but it's actually more of like grammar. It gives you questions, and then there's
Uh,
blank spaces and you have to put in the words, and it gives you the list of words. Um, so I can share that with you. I've actually found one that I think is very good. You know, it helps you think, you know, about the word that has to go in to make it sound correct and to have it be correct. But as far as apps, I'll have to see what I can find. I've never really looked for an app for pronunciation. But Google Translate and like the Webster's Dictionary app are both very good. And also with the Webster's Dictionary, it gives you the definition. It gives you how to use the word in a sentence. So that's another reason why I use that app.
Great, great, ma'am. Great. Like, no, how many years or how many months it will take to become a native speaker, ma'am? Like, if I want to learn, yeah, how
Um,
many months, how many years it
well,
will take time?
well, to become completely fluent, probably longer than a year. But to be somewhat fluent and to be able to carry on a conversation, excuse the activity in the background, that's my husband. He knew I was
Exactly.
doing this. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
but to be slightly fluent, I would say minimum 6 months, and that's actually quite a bit. But it also depends on you as the individual wanting to improve and to learn English fluently. So you have to apply yourself and practice every day. It's better if you can practice with other people, and
Exactly.
especially a native speaker. Um, Practicing in front of a mirror is another good way to improve, because you can also see how you're saying the word.
This
Because,
moment.
yeah, exactly. Because here, like if someone can't hear, they're deaf, um, you have to speak more clearly. So then your lips move differently, because someone deaf can read lips. So pronouncing the words is a huge thing to make sure that other people understand you. But yeah, definitely if you can practice every day, even
Exactly.
30 minutes a day,
Oh, great.
within 6 months, you should be somewhat fluent. Within a year, you know, you should definitely be quite a bit fluent. Another thing to do is to learn a new word every day. And if you learn a new word, make sure that you know the definition and try to use it in a sentence, you
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like I want to really like not like make a conversation with you really why because of I want to like no change my accent because of
Hmm.
that really if you give the like no if you have the leisure time and you like no please give me time and we will practice daily, we will make conversation like this we will practice daily.
Yeah, I mean, definitely just have a normal conversation with someone. That will help you improve because then you can listen to what the reply is and everything. And, and then that helps me also to help you because I can hear what you're saying back to me and I can point something out or, and what I try to do when I'm helping someone to work on their fluency or their pronunciation, I always make sure, and this is for anything, whether it's learning English or if you're learning how to do something new, always give constructive criticism first. Always tell them what they're doing good, and then you can let them know that, okay, this is an area that you need to work on a little bit more. But to just tell someone, no, you did that wrong, that can be a huge discouragement to the person that's trying to learn. So by giving them positive feedback first is the
Yeah,
best thing to do. Then you point out something that they need to improve on, and not only that they need to improve on it, but give a suggestion on how they can. Because you want to make sure that they know, okay, small mistake, you can try this to see if it improves. That's the best way to do it. That's what I've always learned, you know,
yeah,
in my
exactly.
life is to give constructive criticism first and then point the one thing out that they need to work on and give them a suggestion on how to make it better.
Great, great. Ma'am, like what message you want to give for like no whoever wants to be a native speakers? What message do you want to give from to that people?
Have courage, have
Oh,
confidence in yourself that you
yeah,
can do it, and don't listen to what other people say if they're always negative. If somebody's always telling you, no,
exactly.
you're not good, no, just ignore that. It's not easy. I
Yeah,
understand. But try to ignore that because if you have confidence in yourself, you can learn anything. I mean, I'm working on learning other languages
uh,
myself. I'm 53. I'm trying
uh,
to learn Urdu, Hindi, Punjabi, Malayalam. I know tiny bit of Arabic, some Spanish,
okay.
some French, but don't be afraid to try, you know, because if you don't try, you'll never know if you could do it. I
Oh
didn't
yeah,
start,
exactly.
yeah, and I didn't start trying to learn another language, like really learn, until 6 years ago when I made friends in India. And when I
Okay,
made
okay.
friends in India and they invited me to come and visit them, I'm like,
Uh,
oh, well, I need to at least know how to say hello. So I did. My first trip, I knew 2 words in Hindi and 1 word in Malayalam. Best
oh,
icebreakers ever.
oh,
My
good.
friend that picked me at the airport, he knew some English. His friend did not, and his friend is asking me in Hindi something, and I didn't know he was talking to me. And my friend goes, Madam, he's asking you something. I'm like, what? He goes, he's asking, does Madam know Hindi? I'm like, no. I said 2 words in Hindi, one in Malayalam. I said, I know namaste and nai and namaskaram.
Okay.
They laughed so hard because to them, he at least knows this. But and we got to my friend's sister's home. Same thing.
Okay.
They're trying to ask me something, and my friend goes, "No, no, she knows 2 words in Hindi and one in Malay." Everybody laughed. It was so good to break the ice, to kind of cut the tension, and to where they felt
Okay.
comfortable because they didn't know English. They didn't know. They'd never met me, so
Okay.
they kind of got all
I,
at once. But yeah, just have confidence in yourself. You'll
exactly.
never know until you try. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to try our level best and we have to be
Yes.
active and consistent, ma'am. Like be an active
Yes.
person, be a consistent an energetic person. Like
Yes.
you are the like inspiration to all people. You know why? Because of just you only said to me like a 56 age. Now we are like no encouraged and active person, and we from you we got like no motivation, like
Hmm.
inspiration. Like
Yeah.
like all be like like age is not a matter. Just age
Yeah.
is an yes, age is a just number, okay. But
Yep.
learning things, that getting knowledge, that is important for us. For that, we have to like no practice, and like no be
Hmm.
energetic and active person.
Yep.
Like no
Definitely.
eagerly, we have that zeal. Like people have that zeal to learn anything, then they will get like
Hmm.
no, they will learn easily. Yeah, that
Yep.
zeal is important.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Don't get discouraged because
Yeah,
trying to learn something new, can be difficult. Don't get discouraged. Don't sit there and 5 minutes later be like, I can't do it. No, keep trying.
yeah, exactly.
If you're getting frustrated, take a break, step away
Yeah,
from what you're doing, clear your head, and then go back to it. And maybe something will like, oh, I need to do this. So definitely, yeah, don't get frustrated with yourself. Have confidence in yourself. You know, basically, when I'm in India, I give motivational talks. That's what I do. Aside from English
yeah, yeah,
teaching,
exactly.
yeah, yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
In our childhood, ma'am, like in our childhood, we don't know how to walk up. At that time, we are trying, but at the same time, we will fell down. Again, we will raise up. Again, we will fell down. Like that, how we like no learn walking and talking like that in our childhood from our childhood onward. In like we are our journey also in English language same like that. We are just learning like rise and falls is
Yep,
common in every learning things. For getting
yep,
knowledge, is rise and falls is common thing. But we never like give up. We have to move forward. We have to go forward. Then
right,
only whatever
exactly.
is like, no, I agree with you. Yeah, it's a completely keep trying, keep on trying, keep on trying. Then definitely one day we'll become like a good speaker. So we will
Yes,
learn like no different accents and different like no pronunciation things. We will better than before
yeah,
by practicing.
exactly. Yeah, and it's one step
Exactly.
at a time. The first step is always the hardest, but once you take that first step, the next step is easier. And it just keeps
Yeah,
getting easier the more that you do that. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Exactly, exactly. Yeah, like I'm really happy, so happy, ma'am, for like what is like I have no words for like our interaction. I'm glad, and I'm like so thankful to you. Thanks a bunch, and thanks a trillion. What like I have no words for that. After a long time, like I asked a lot of like days ago, but I
Yes.
got the chance today. Thank you so much,
Hmm.
ma'am. Okay, for your valuable time,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I hope like catch
Oh,
another new video. Like I want to like this make this conversation like random. If you have that leisure
yeah.
time, and please let me know. Definitely we will do
Definitely.
like alternative that whatever whenever you have free time. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
No
you.
problem.
Thank you
You're
so much,
most
ma'am.
welcome.
Yeah,
Yes.
thanks for work. Yeah, I hope you love our conversation. And like, if you like love our conversation, please like, share, and like a
Hmm.
comment on that our video. And it's very
Yeah.
important for our like no
Oh,
motivation.
definitely.
Like, please do subscribe to our channel. Okay, yeah, thank you, thank you. Like signing off today, ma'am. Like, but thank you
Okay.
so much, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, bye
All
for now.
right.
Yeah, bye
Bye.
now. Let's
Okay.
catch
Bye.
another new video. Yeah,
Yes,
bye, bye.
definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely. Yeah, thank
All
you so
right.
much. Yeah, bye.
Okay. You're welcome. All right. Have a good day. All right. Bye.
Yeah, yeah, thank you. Have a great day. Yeah, bye, bye. Take care.
Okay. All right. Bye.